What's up, everybody? This is BBallin. Nah, I'm just playing with you guys this time. This is actually me. This is BBallin. How are you guys all doing today? And this is on my laptop, so the quality is a little. It could be better. It could be better, but it could be worse. I mean, this is the computer that I used to record my first 6 to 7 to 8 months of commentating. So you're gonna have to bear with it for a while. But yeah, vlog. This is my face, in case you guys haven't noticed. I mean, it might be some astral projection voodoo magic stuff, but no, I assure you, this is actually my face. And yeah, just took a shower, came back from the gym, and I'm about to head out to Seattle. So not for the National 2, unfortunately, but for another very special remark. And I was just thinking, well, since I'm going to be making my first Dota public appearance, might as well put up a YouTube video just so, the people at the event won't be like, oh, why don't you just show your YouTube people before showing you guys? Because I love you guys more than that. But more than those guys at the event currently. Who knows? Maybe they could replace your place in my heart. So try not to be so sad. No, but seriously, making this vlog because a lot of stuff has been happening in Dota 2 recently, and I thought, now's as good a time as ever to make a short vlog about what I'm going to do, what stuff's coming up soon, and all that. So we'll get into it. So why am I going to Seattle? I'm going to Seattle for a grand total of... I thought for a moment you would be over there, because this is my webcam. You can see my finger right here. As I'm going to be going to Seattle for a grand total of 1.5 days, 1 day where I'm actually there, because the rest I'll be arriving in Seattle at around 11 p.m. and then leaving 2 days after at around 9 a.m. So I'll be in Seattle for 1 day, and I'm going for PAX. Holy crap. So I was contacted, or Luminous actually was contacted by ESWC to cast our qualifiers. And if you hadn't noticed, I posted on my Facebook page saying I'm going to be casting these qualifiers with Purge. And actually, Luminous was the first choice, but Luminous, of course, is going to the International too. He has a much different capacity, so he was like, all right, only people I know that might not be, because at this point, Purge was not confirmed to be doing what he's done. So shouts to Purge. He's got a really, really awesome opportunity. I wish him the best of luck. And really, really exciting to do all the interviews with all that. But I'm going to be the Dota 2 person at the booth for the Plantronics booth at PAX for the ESWC booth, and I'm going to be interviewing one of the best North American Dota 2 teams called Bottom. And I'm actually looking forward to this quite a lot. I've played pubs with these guys a couple of times in Dota Cash and thrown it. Not so much in Dota 2, but, in the old school Dota 1 Dota Cash pubs, you know where to find me. But yeah, I'm going to be interviewing them as my computer's gotta readjust that. You can see over there, my Vince Carter poster. Shouts to the Raptors. And this is my room. I'll be going back to school next week. So, yeah. But I'm going to be interviewing Bottom. I'm going to go over tips and tricks, match analysis, stuff like that, and interviewing them on what their thoughts are with their upcoming match between the time of September 5th and September 12th, somewhere in there. I'll post it when it comes up. There's going to be a match between Bottom and Complexity for the grand finals of the North American qualifiers. And winner that gets a trip to Paris, I do believe, to participate in ESWC, so that should be really, really exciting. I'm looking forward to it quite a bit, and unfortunately I do have to dress up. I'm more comfortable in t-shirts and sweatshirts, but, gotta do what you gotta do. But, yeah, so going to PAX, so I don't have that many fans just yet, but if you do recognize me, come up and see me. I'd love to talk for a bit when I'm not working. I'll be working for probably 1.5 to 2 hours, maybe longer, if there's anything else planned. Don't know if I'm going to meet up with DC, since our schedules are very, very up in the air at this point. So if I do, you'll probably see some pictures being taken by them. I don't have a camera. Like, my cell phone is one of those little flip-top jobs. Hold on one second. I need to show you how bad my cell phone is. So, this is my cell phone. It is a flip-top. Yes, I know this is not 2002. And even more is that the screen's broken. So if somebody's calling, I can't see who's picking up, so I have to open the phone and answer the call before I see who's actually calling. So it could be spam, so all that. What was I going to say? I won't be able to take many videos, or if any, but, I'll do my best. What I'm looking forward to is, of course, representing ESWC and DC at PAX. Enjoy PAX, because it's my first time ever being to a gaming convention, and I'm looking forward to enjoying that. looking forward to interviewing and doing match analysis with Pot and Bottom because they definitely have a lot to teach me. And I can just learn a lot from them because they are very, very much on fire recently. As Bear once again in the picture. They are on fire recently, and they won the Pro Dota 2 League. Unfortunately, they rose a little bit too late to be invited to the International 2, but if they keep up this pace, they will be invited probably next year, most likely, to represent North America, and I'm excited for that. So that's enough about the PAX experience. As I'll let you guys know on my Facebook or on Twitter, just what I thought of it and stuff like that. Probably will make another vlog very, very soon, right after. What else was I going to say? International 2. In case you guys haven't noticed, there's kind of a big deal going on this weekend. International 2 records are finally set in stone, and looks to be some very, very exciting matches. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I won't say how I predicted all these teams. I predicted LGD and IG to do so well. I thought IG would do well. But personally, my top 3 picks, first, the logical top 3 picks, the one that, without any bias, what I honestly thought would win. I predicted no Chinese teams in the top 3 because they were not impressive. But, you know, all the secret bootcamp training, they are ninjas and they're just looking so on fire. But my top 3 predictions initially were Navi, CLG, and Zenith. And of course, my personal top 3, who I wanted to win, was probably CLG number 1, EG number 2, and maybe Navi number 3, interspersed with some other teams. But unfortunately, everything's been screwed up. But I am happy with how Orange has performed because Orange, of course, one of my favorite teams. I just like to make teams, so it's very disappointing because I know like so many of my favorite teams will lose, and that's sad. But still, International 2. Looking to be very exciting, and of course you can check it out on Dota2.com. LD and Lewis will be casting Toby1 and Slash, and if Sinrin, if it happens that he gets knocked out, he will most likely be casting with Toby1. Purge will be doing interviews with Nebula, and Gods and Purge and 2GD are hosts, I think, for the event. They're going to be doing interviews and sort of analysis. So he's LD and Luminous, Toby1, Slash, maybe Sinrin, AC and Draskell are probably another set of commentating duos. So keep your eyes out. This is going to be the biggest esports tournament of the year. So check that out. It's looking to be really, really exciting. So I'm pretty apt. Unfortunately, I won't be able to catch much of the initial action. Hopefully, I won't miss too much of the losers bracket action because if CLG gets knocked down round 1 of the losers and I'm not watching, I'll be very, very sad because it is best of 1. So, and one of the times I am working is during the beginning of the losers bracket or the beginning of the day. I don't know if it's losers bracket or winners bracket, which is played first. Usually in tournaments, winners bracket is played out first. At least what I see from fighting game tournaments, which is sort of the other major scene that I follow. I don't follow StarCraft or anything like that. Mostly fighting game and Dota. So, International 2, good stuff. Watch it. Dota2.com. All your information, of course, buy a pennant to support your favorite team, la-di-da-di-da. And of course, one match I'm really looking forward to is M5 versus Tong Fu. Best of 1, I think anything can happen. So, I don't know, M5 might put on some shenanigans, best of 1 in the losers bracket. So, Tong Fu, they're going to have to watch out. So, that should be fun. So, that's the International 2. And now for more BBallin stuff. So, if you do not like me, then you can just turn off. If you do like me, I like you too. So, it's purely platonic at this point, guys. But, you know, over time, we can cultivate something more beautiful. But, anyway, more BBallin stuff. So, in case you guys were wondering, I have not forgotten about the bad guide, as I've been endlessly reminded. It's just been taking so long. I had some medical issues during the summer that actually allowed me to cast more, and I decided whichever I divide my time, and casting is a bit easier because you don't have to edit. But here is a lot of the Batrider guide thus far. As you can see, once I move this in here, as I move down through my Mac, right now, 6.5 pages, single-spaced, all about Batrider information. It's going to be split up into 2 parts, beginners and advanced portions. So single portion, a lot of information, and there's more to come. I will have to edit to turn it down because I would ideally like to be the beginner portion be 20 minutes and the advanced portion be 20 minutes, and I need to find the appropriate clips. But it is coming. I'm going to do some recording this weekend. I won't, mostly audio recording, and I'll try to get it out as soon as I can. I've promised it in the past. But there were some hiccups because DC was going to do some hero guides. I didn't know if I would continue under this watch. And then there was some other issues and stuff like that. So, but it hasn't been forgotten. Secondly, or finally, the last piece of information. Oh, by the way, for the ESWC, I'm a little bit scatterbrained. I just sort of decided to freestyle this up. is that if you want to ask Pot and Bottom some general questions for the tips and tricks section before we go into match analysis, I'll be making a Reddit thread. It'll probably get deluged by the International 2 threads, as it should, because International 2 is the biggest deal for Dota 2 at the moment. But keep in mind, Pot and Bottom, for the North American scene, a very, 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 very fun team to root for. Because, they came out of nowhere and they've just been tearing it up. And times of time, of course, being on the leaderboard with Dota Cash and all these North American players, it's going to be really exciting to get the chance to review them. So I'll be making a Reddit thread. I'll post it down now for the Reddit thread to post in for questions solely related to Pot and Bottom and, what you want me to cover. Keep in mind, I only have an hour and a half, 30 minutes for tips and tricks and 1 hour for match analysis. So if I have any bit of free time, I will try to ask these questions, or maybe I'll try to ask these questions not officially, but keep in mind, I am representing DC and ESWC in this capacity, so I won't be able to be as informal as I'd like. But, so, finally, BBallin matters. That guide, over there. More guides, depending on the criticism I receive from the Batrider guide, if people want me to do, really, 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 really in-depth, the DC is already doing in-depth hero guides, a bit longer than Dota Cinema's guides, but sort of easily digestible, only around 8 to 10 minutes long. I'm going to be doing really, really in-depth hero guides, like super, super in-depth for beginning and advanced. And it's already starting to think of who I might go into next. Unfortunately, I like bad heroes, so oftentimes, when I look for replays, it's only me playing those games. They're not professional teams. Professional teams are not utilizing them because the heroes are not very good. So I have to play some Dota, which is harder and harder to get the time to do that. But, I'll find a way, and once the Batrider guide is finished, I'll leave you a couple options on who you want me to do next. So I'm going to be working on that. Also have some other, hopefully I can get another thing working on another podcast, because I really like podcasting, but, just been running into so many issues, which is very, very unfortunate, but hopefully something will pan out with that. Completely different podcast, since Toby is doing the Dota 2 thing after the National 2 is over with Melk and Puppy. So probably going to be doing a different style of Dota podcast, maybe focus on the North American scene. I'm not really too sure. And finally, Q&A. So over the next 2 weeks, I'll be taking questions and answers. I'll probably make a vlog in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, just enough, because I don't have too many viewers in comparison to the rest of the Dota audience, so I'll wait a bit longer. But I'll be taking questions and answers, and it's in a vlog, so yeah, if you want me to do that, email me questions at bballin773@gmail.com or PM me to my YouTube inbox. I do read every comment, but YouTube comments, oftentimes they get flooded with a lot of stuff. But I do read all the criticisms, and I've been definitely taking into account. And thankfully, my viewers are very, very smart and understanding, and they give me constructive commentary, or constructive feedback. So I'm very, very grateful for that. Thank you all so much for keeping on supporting me. And hopefully, if this pays off very soon, I might be able to do this a bit more regularly. But right now, keep in mind, I am a student. I'm going back to school next week, so it'll be off and on. But questions you should avoid. I'm going to be answering these questions right off the bat in the vlog. 1, why didn't you do a vlog for so long? Why didn't you show your face? I'll be answering that. 2, how did your BBallin773 name come out? I'll be answering that, so don't email me, don't PM me that. 3, where are the pubs? I'll be answering that right off the bat. So any other questions besides those, please email me, but those 3 questions I will answer right off the bat, because I know if I'll just get massive amount of requests saying, oh, where are the pubs? Why did you wait so long? What's BBallin773 mean? And all that. As I gotta say, my voice is cracking. I did a lot of commentating last night, so gotta rest up for tomorrow because PAX awaits. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and tune into Dota2.com, and for the PAX event tomorrow, I should be on the front page of Twitch.tv, so keep a lookout for me, and thank you all for watching, and please keep supporting DC and me in the future. A lot of interesting things coming, and I haven't forgotten about all the other things I've promised, but they're coming on slowly, but I haven't forgotten about them, so thank you all for supporting me, and see you next time. Have a fantastic day, guys.